So we are going to start with the 11th standard poem, which is the name is of the poem is There is Another Sky 2.3 11th standard Maharashtra board. So here this poem is written by Emily Dickinson. And Emily Dickinson, born in 1886, she is an American poet of the 19th century. Emily Dickinson is an American poet of the 19th century. She lived a lonely life. She was living alone. Most of her poems are motivational and philosophical. They are unique her era and are characterized by simple and short lines, which means she is American, she is from America, she lives alone, she lives alone, and her poems are very unique and simple and short lines. She often used slant rhymes and unconventional capitalization. She often used slant rhymings and capitalization and punctuation, which means her poem is so simple that anyone can understand very easily. Her poems are the slams and hymns of life in all its shades. So her poems, we can see the phrase also. There is Another Sky is an inspirational poem with a message of never say die. With a message of never say die. There is Another Sky is an inspirational poem with a message of never say die. This poem is a very inspirational poem with a message of never say die. Which means this poem is a motivational poem, and this poem is a Patterson word sonnet. So that kind of poem where hmm, is that kind of poem with an octave and sonnet. The poet is communicating to her brother through a letter. So here the Emily Dickinson is talking through a letter. She encourages her brother not to get depressed under any circumstances and pleads to him to return home. Life is full of challenges and one can take the challenges with a positive attitude. The poem ends on an optimistic note. The brighter garden stands for choices that life offers to all. Which means if I talk about Emily Dickinson is this poem is a motivation poem. In this poem, the poet is talking with his brother, motivating his brother because her brother is in depression. And this is just a letter. Let's start. There is another sky, it's nothing but there is another option. She is telling to her brother like there is another option. There is another sky ever serene and fair. So she is saying that there is another option you have, which is very serious and which is very fair. And there is another sunshine, which means you have another sunshine, though it's in darkness there. Never mind the faded forest Austin. Her brother name is Austin. So she is saying that you have many options. Come out from the problem. Another sunshine, but there will be a problem. But you don't need to never mind. Never mind the silent fields. And here is a little forest whose leaves are evergreen. So she is giving example that the forests are faded, the leaves are silent trees are there, but focus on the evergreen, which means don't focus on your problems, focus on your good thing. And she's saying here is a brighter garden where not a frost has been in its unfading flower. So she's saying what? Look at this brighter garden, look at the brighter side where everything is okay. And the flowers are also blooming very nicely. The colors of the flower not unfaded, it is colorful. And she's saying, I hear the brighter we hum. Insects are also very happy in this garden. Please, please, hey, my brother, into my garden come. So she's saying, what? Please come into my garden.